Timelines. We've all been there. Scrolling through social media, seeing everyone else's perfect lives, and wondering, are we where we're supposed to be? It's so easy to get caught up in these comparison games, these thoughts. To see someone with their new car, new house, a dream job, almost as if we are falling behind. Almost as if we're not measuring up. But here's one thing I want us to remember today. It's that we each have our own timeline. And so let me explain why focusing on yourself and focusing on what you can do best right now is much more important. Faster doesn't always mean better. You guys heard of the story, The Rabbit and the Turtle. It's so obvious, and it is right for the rabbit to win. But we can also learn that arrogance and haste will only get you so far. And so sometimes overnight success can feel like a huge milestone compared to yesterday, but in the future it can cause even more problems than benefits. Think of it like this. If you were this rock and you were to fall at this height, it won't do a lot of damage. But the higher you go, the harder you'll fall. So we always have to remember, just because you have an overnight success doesn't always guarantee you success forever. It's better to build yourself up little by little, knowing how to recover from these little falls. So when you do end up reaching here in the future, you know exactly how to get out of a situation like this. Now, of course, not all the time, but it's more likely that you'll fall harder the higher you are. Now, I know the analogy wasn't the best, but I trust you guys on understanding what I meant by it. And also, it's important for us to understand that everyone has a different goal, a different dream and purpose. Some may like a more direct path to achieving their goal, while some may prefer to take time exploring and discovering what other aspects of life. And don't be ashamed of whichever path you take. And imagine this, if all of us were to take the same exact path, the same exact route, achieving the same things, won't that be kind of boring and meaningless? Think of it like this. To some, they may want to go at a more direct path. You can walk across the bridge, get to the other side in the shortest amount of time and still achieve the same thing as someone that may want to enjoy more of life, discovering new things and taking a longer route, but still ending up at the same place. Regardless of which path you choose though, remember this: the hurried runner may reach the finish line faster, chasing the fleeting reward of quick victory. But the slow walker finds a different kind of reward. The richness of the experience, the joy of discovery, and the lasting memories forged along the way. Essentially, there's both good and bad in each route. But one thing for sure is that there's beauty in both. The beauty of reaching your dream faster. The beauty of realizing that there's much more to life that you could have missed if you were to only focus on achieving one thing. So stop worrying about what other people are doing. Stop worrying about whether or not you'll reach the goal. There's always beauty in both being a slow runner, a fast runner, or even a slow walker. Just keep focusing on what you want to do. Keep focusing on finding what you want to do. What makes you happy. So be kind to yourself. Celebrate those small victories. Celebrate those achievements that you had along the way. Don't always focus on your final destination. Focus on the things that you've been doing. Focus on the things that are right in front of you. And trust that you are exactly where you need to be right now. As always, I'm rooting for you, and I hope you have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. My hands are freezing, I'm not gonna lie.